What's up everyone? Welcome to part 3 of my 5-part S20 Plus review series. Today we're focusing solely on performance. If you missed any of my previous videos where I went over the design and display, then feel free to click the links in the description down below before or after watching this video. So with that being said, I will CPU on the other side of the intro. It's a CPU joke because we're talking about performance. It felt right in the moment. And then once I said it, it didn't. Let's just forget I said that. The S20 Plus comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 CPU, Android 10, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and 128 to 512 gigabytes of internal storage, depending on your preference. There's also expandable storage of up to 1 terabyte for those of you who somehow need that much storage. And being that it's 2020 and all these phones have these crazy specs, I think it goes without saying that this phone is fast. Swiping around and going in and out of apps is buttery smooth, especially when paired with the 120Hz refresh rate, which I would almost compare to that soap opera effect that can sometimes be seen on TVs. And while that effect is broadly disliked when it comes to TV, I can assure you that it's life-changing on a smartphone. 5G connectivity is found here on the S20, and it's here to stay. Though at this point in time, it's pretty much useless until it's on every block in every city. So we'll move on. Haptic feedback is nice and sharp on the S20 Plus, but when compared to Apple's Haptic engine, it's not even close. Apple's haptic feedback is on a whole other level, and I would absolutely love to see Samsung catch up to them in this area. It just makes pressing buttons and touching the screen so much more immersive. Battery is increased from 4100 milliamps on the S10 Plus to 4500 on this year's model. I haven't noticed a huge difference in battery life throughout a typical day of moderate usage, but I suspect that that's probably due to me using 120Hz all the time. As for charging, in my experience, you can get about 30% more battery life when charging for about 20 minutes or so with a Type-C charger. Also, Samsung claims wireless charging is faster, but I wouldn't say it's anything noticeable. And then of course, we can't forget about wireless power share, which is a handy way to help out a friend in need of a little extra juice. I completely understand that some of you who already own an S20 Plus might have had a different experience in some of these areas of performance, but I'm just sharing my individual experience based off of my daily use. Alright everyone, that wraps up part 3 of my 5-part S20 Plus review series. Make sure to stay tuned next week for when we go over everything camera related. Be sure to click one of the next 2 videos right over here to keep watching. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you over in the next one.